This is to the plumbing design in a house. I believe that the water that's around us, it should be distributed in a proper way. I think that the way that the city puts all of the shit back in the lake, and after cleaning it supposedly, all of the chemicals, all of this sort of things, I think that we need to put that in the earth. That the soil stack here, you know, instead of changing the clay pipe and the city paying us $2,000 to change this clay pipe, leave the clay pipe in. Torpedo some new perforated pipes. Put, you know, special gravel all along the outside of our house to keep it dry. All the water falls into weeping tiles. And that weeping tile pipe, it goes into a pump, and we have a tank there that's recycling this water, you know. And it's feeding all of the trees and the nature that's around our house. And the water that goes to the city, the trees, they keep it clean. They go into the clay pipe and clean it. That's good. I like that idea, you know. The system of, you know, filtering inside the house. We need to, you know, after filter it, you know, filter it means put into the water what your body needs. So that, you know, even if you shower, the water has the things that your body requires, and those can be absorbed through the skin. Using the grander to make sure that there's no frequency of bacteria in the water. All bacteria is eliminated. Put energy into the water. So if you need water in a certain organ, find out what that frequency of that organ and put that water. Frequency of the food that you're growing up top, and the plants and animals that you have in your house. Create an environment for future generations that is, you know, if it's good for you, it's going to be good for your offspring. And keep this, and, you know, build it so that you can go higher, you know, but with the nature. You know, in this, making these biospheres and the rooftop gardens and the gutter systems, all of this in the houses, I think these are good advancements that need to be made now. The water in the Great Lakes, it's going downhill. We need to stop putting bad things into the water. Put it into the ground. Feed the trees. Let the trees clean it. Recycle the water that we use so that we're not using all of the tap water, the city water. Show other people how to do it like this and make it good. If you could be self-sufficient here and feed others and, you know, belong to this kingdom for God mindset, the pure mind of life. 1/3 of the profits go towards the Kingdom for God foundation that you're part of. I think that everybody will benefit with a plumbing system that's like this for the purpose of creating a heaven here on earth. I really like this idea of making this type of system. And I think a lot of people will as well. Thank you. If people here in Toronto were to build the houses, you know, how they're all side by side, if we could put a large number of trees here and make, you know, these biospheres on top of our roofs, and have at night, you know, a light source that's going on in your roof that's creating nature here, you know, hydroponically, by by day you have the water and the light being recycled through here. From these tanks, each tank you put different filtering material that would be good for your body. The grander system to eliminate all the bacteria. Different frequency generators for the intended targets, whether it's a plant, an animal, a human. When you build your foundation, put a barrier here with gravel that goes into a weeping type pipe that feeds the water back into your house. So the water that comes in, it goes to the house and it has an easy way getting back here. Okay, and let the trees grow here. Don't cut them down. Don't stop their food source. Encourage it. You know, if we had rooftop gardens all along the second layer of the city, what would that be like? Have less water going through the clay pipes, and you know, not any of our garbage. If you put it this way and you let the nature feed off of what goes through there, I think that that's a good way of making the plumbing system, so that there's a space right in here where the trees roots clean whatever we put out, and that this water is recycled and that it's spit out. And you know, some of it was going to go down into the city line, but that's going to be the clean stuff that we put out at night. And during the day it's spread through here. It's a continuous water source. That we create a rainforest right beside us. Let humanity, you know, be over and with nature and everything that God created. Let what God created go between us, and us to have dominion over this. But I think that if we increase more trees, there will be more oxygen that goes here, and this will have a good effect on the environment and keep everything cool. We need to have more trees to affect the climate and have an easier way of feeding ourselves as a society, so that we don't have to worry about how things are in future generations. That we create our own tax haven territory, where if we get to this level here, that we have dominion over. This is a very, very good way of making the water adapt to everything that's in your house and keeping it going that way. I think this is what you want to accomplish, and having a plumbing system like this that protects the lakes. We can do a new water line, clean out the old lead line 350. This $2,000 from the city, that if it was spent this way, I think it would be a much better system. There'd be no, you know, problems of water getting into your house this way. Your house would always be dry, free of mold. You've got these water sources that are underneath that are always moving, yes. But I think filters above here, this is a very good system for keeping the water in your house moving. And once you can perpetually move this water and have this light being transmitted in your house, if this was done freely and you could create everything that you needed to eat on this level, this is a good thing.